The novel is about the adventures of a young English gentleman, Rodolphe Rossendal. He decides to visit Ruritania to watch the coronation of the King Rodolphe V in the capital city Strelsau. Rossendal makes his way to Zenda, a small town in Ruritania. He meets the king's men, Colonel Sabt and Fritz von Tarlenheim, in the forest of Zenda. He meets the king as well and discovers that they look extremely alike. They have a meal together on the night before the coronation. Unfortunately, the king is drugged by his evil brother, Duke Michael. He wants the throne for himself. Colonel Sapp persuades Rossendal to pretend to be the king so the coronation can take place. There, he meets the king's fiancée, Princess Flavia. With the coronation successfully accomplished in Strelsau, Rossendal and Sapt return to where they had left the real king, only to find out that Duke Michael has kidnapped him. It becomes Rossendal's task to continue acting as a king. Sapt and Fritz think that the real king is alive, as only 3 of Michael's 6 men are in Strelsau. They think that the other 3 men are guarding the king at Zenda. Rossendal meets Michael and 3 of his famous 6 men while he is visiting Flavia. Sapt tells Rossendal to ask Flavia to marry him. He finds it hard to play this role as he himself is falling in love with her. After he finds out that Flavia is in love with him and not with the real king, he tries to tell Flavia the truth. Rupert Henzel, one of Michael's men, comes to see Rossendal to deliver a message. At the end of the meeting, Henzel tries to kill him. Rossendal is wounded. Michael's first guard, Johann, falls into a trap which Rossendal has set, and tells about the Duke's plan and the pipe called the Path to Heaven, which has been made to hide the king's body. Flavia comes to see Rossendal when she hears he is wounded. Johann brings the news of the real king growing thin and ill, so Rossendal, Sapt, Fritz and 6 men set out for the castle of Zenda to rescue the king. 3 of Michael's men and 3 of the king's men are killed in the fight. Rossendal learns that Rupert Henzel is interested in Antoinette de Maubin, and that he would turn against Duke Michael. Henzel suggests that Rossendal and he kill both Michael and the king in order to be with the women they love. Rossendal makes a plan for a second attempt to free the king because Rossendal learns that the king is very sick. Rossendal manages to kill 3 of Michael's men, but both Rossendal and the real king are wounded. Rossendal has a chance to kill Henzel from behind, but he does nothing. Henzel escapes into the forest of Zenda, and Rossendal follows, although he is tired and wounded. He wants to fight like a man, but Henzel flees when he saw Fritz riding towards them. When Flavia finds Rossendal in the forest, he tells her the truth that he is not the king. The real king is restored to his throne, and he is grateful to Rossendal. They have to make sure that the similarity between them is a secret from the people of Ruritania. Rossendal gets back to his home in England.